Okay.
Alright, so we wanted to investigate the parlor. Let's go investigate the tattoo parlor. They say spies, savants, and poisoners use tattoos to conceal their most vital secrets. You think you can tell when a customer is asking for a tattoo with a hidden message, though no one requests it directly. The constables will pay for accurate sketches of tattoos that may contain messages to foreign powers or information about those who are adorning themselves thus. This will
So this has a 60% chance of success, but we can back up and see what the other option is, right? With no cost.
I think so.
Yeah, let's do that.
You unlock this by not having any surveillance contact. Alright. The honey-addled detective has a fresh case. The constable suspect that revolutionaries are using Claremor's tattoo parlor to feed information to a foreign power. The detective unfortunately is in no fit state to investigate, so it falls to you. Accept the case of pleasure. A case about the constables, marvelous. Accept the case out of necessity. I have no particular love for the constables, but the detectives approach need a job. You've already begun. Oh, that case? You'll just dig out your notes. Well, you get desperately bored sometimes. Which, I mean, that's a lower chance, but we can also just be like, sure, I accept.
Yeah. I think we should say we've already begun, just to see what happens.
And make more of a fool of ourselves when we fail?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm taking these 50-50s.
You have an overactive mind. It needs simulation activity. I mean, yeah, that's called ADHD. Input to feed its pathological compulsion to connect the dots, whether you want it to or not. Having nowhere to direct that energy can drive a person to, well, suffice to say, you're aware of the matter at hand already. A tattooed courier arrives at the city every month and stays a few days. She must meet a source during that time. Your task is to identify that source. This may be a challenge. It is vital that the source suspects nothing until the constables are ready to move.
Luke, even in the games we play, you still have ADHD.
I really am playing myself, just I am in London.
Yeah, Luke, the watchful, dangerous, austere guy who has ADHD. That's how I know you.
A keen eye, a pocket notebook, plenty of shoe. Did we already had this?
This feels like raise on the trail to forward to progress. Didn't we already do this?
I think it went down after we met the detective.
Oh, I see. So we have to investigate again. Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Now we're so good. This was like, wasn't this like 50 at the beginning? Now we've leveled up. Now it's 100.
This was 50, but yeah, we've got like 7 levels.
Right, what do I need here? I'm on trail 4. What do I need here? A faded morning suit. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Alright, let's go. Alright, new total 3. Now can comb through the paper sets also, or take the city's pulse. That went from 13% to 48. Should we try that?
I'm 50-50s on the way to go, dude.
We cannot fail this. The inner detective. Sometimes you have to put yourself in the middle of things. Shut your eyes and see where your feet take you. Choose someone to follow for no particular reason. It's not random or purposeless. It's a channel through which your intuition can flow. See, this person you're walking behind, they're nervous, edgy, concerned about being followed, but not skilled enough to detect when they are. That means there's something worth finding out. You didn't know that when you fell and stepped behind them. This is a little gift from your subconscious. Now I have 5 on the trail. Now I can track the tattoo courier. This is more than a perfunctory exchange of information. This is a chain of messengers designed to mask the identity of the ultimate recipient.
Nice. Let me take this one. The tattooed courier comes into London each month and lingers in the city for a few days. The constables suspect that, while here, she has passed information of interest to a foreign power, while she then relays back to the surface. You need to identify her source without being discovered yourself. So, we've got one option, surveil the offhand. The courier meets her source somewhere in the tangle of narrow, sulphur-tainted streets near Hangman's Arch.
Let's go.
They never speak directly. The gin-soaked actress hurls a battered script onto the roof of a boarding house, and then staggers away, muttering graphic imprecations about the writer's deficiencies in matter of dialogue. A few moments later, the tattooed courier leans from a window on the roof and retrieves it. Shortly thereafter, the long-suffering script is thrown again, back out the window and into the street. "See," says the actress to no one in particular, "not even the gutters want it." She retrieves the script and goes on her way. So, the gin-soaked actress is the source. Is she some kind of spy mistress? An ancient of a foreign power? An anarchist? She doesn't look like much like a paragon of spycraft, but that might be the point. This warrants further investigation.
Continue the case to unlock more of the storyline. I've moved to a new area. And my tracking the 2 courier world is now 1. I'm so good. Oh, now I need to race on the trail to 4 again to progress the case some more. Wait, do I?
I mean, we've got Comb Through the Papers, which has 100, but I mean, we take these 50-50s, right?
You succeed.
Yeah! Alright, now we can only do all the local establishments.
Do this. And our action economy is going down with 1 action remaining.
Okay, I mean, I think we probably end on tracking the tattooed courier.
Yeah.
That'll give us a good thing to end on. The tattooed courier comes... Oh, I've read that already. Who is this old drunk? Is she buying information or selling it? The constables are willing to pay you to find out. You've not had a scrap of payment from the constables as yet, but hope springs eternal. You hold a damp and clingy vigil outside the gin-soaked actress's door. She makes a few visits to a wretched gin shop. You discount the visits at first, but she doesn't seem to be contacting anyone else. The 3rd time she visits the gin shop, you are hiding near the back door. From your coal bunker, you see an urchin girl climb out of an upper window and scuttle away across the rooftops. There's no catching her now, but a little more surveillance, and you'll be ready for her next time.
Continue the case to unlock more of this storyline. Do I need another... I need to not raise on a trail 4 to progress this case, but I don't have any actions remaining.
This is a good point.
I can unlock it by spending money. Currency, ooh, Great British Pounds. Love me some Great British Pounds.
Well, how much is it? Like,
well,
how
I can purchase 4 actions for $1, for £1, or I can do 280 for the price of a AAA game.
Oh, let's try and figure out how many actions we're spending per minute. I'd love to know like what the return on investment is on this.
Oh yeah, let's go full math on this. Your favorite?
Yes, absolutely. I'm opening up a spreadsheet.
So we have recorded approximately a bit. I want to say an hour-ish, a bit over an hour. Every 20 minutes, we gain 1. So we've gained, I want to say, 4 extra. So we've used 24 actions over the span of this hour. You also gotta remember that it's very uneven, because right now we spam at the end we spammed actions from like 8 to 0, while it was very slow at the beginning. But if we distribute that, we could just say that about we can just call it 24 an hour.
Yep. So roughly you're spending 1 fate every 3 minutes. So this 4 fate is going to be 12 minutes of gameplay. So that 280 times 3 would be that 840 minutes divided by 60. Okay, so that £50, it's going to be roughly 14 hours. That 280 fate is going to go a while.
But you got 52 for 14 hours, and then you got to spend another 52 for another 14 hours. It's not a good business model for me to spend money on.
No, it's not great, is it? I can understand people spending money on this, though.
Oh, sure. It seems very, very well written. And we'll be back next week to learn more when we have 20 out of 20 actions again. So I got an email that reads... Do you want to read it?
Yeah. A mysterious benefactor. A stranger slipped you a note, but by the time you turn, they're already gone. It reads, have patience, arrange for lodgings. I will send assistance there. All shall be well. Who knows you're here in fallen London? Why are they helping you out? Visit your lodgings to find out more. If you don't have lodgings yet, pick the find somewhere to live choice. So you got an occurrence? I guess that's just this game's wording of an event. So we gotta go find a house, dude.
But we're still on the trail. We're on the trail of a detective
The
thing.
murderer can wait, Luke. Wait, were we looking for a murderer?
No, we're looking for like tattoo artists doing some sort of smuggling operation, I think. I wasn't 100% on like we ran after this lady who did her best to not be seen, but I'm actually not 100% sure what she did. I think it's a smuggling operation.
I thought we were helping the strange detective.
We are. He told us to do this.
Okay.
Anyway, let's say perhaps not. Let's... Oh, our options decreased, it feels like.
Well, we've still got on the trail.
We do, we still have that.
We have somewhere to live, which she already has before.
Well, let's find somewhere to live, eh?
Yeah, you got the email. Let's go find somewhere to live. Oh, fuck.
I love it. Wait, it says... Find somewhere to live. If you don't have logics, pick the find somewhere to live choice. Well, that doesn't help.
We don't have any money.
I don't.
So
I only have 20 whispered winds, and I have no pieces of rusty gold. I have echoes. 30 cents.
All right, Luke. It's time to visit the cash shop. You got your credit card ready?
Yes. All right. Hang on. My credit card number is 1111111111, and the code is 248.
Got it.
It's made out to lukeshadow. And oh shit! I think this one ran out in 1999. I think that's a little bit of a problem. I think this is an old credit card.
Slightly expired.
Slightly. I have another one, but that one expired in 1945, so I don't think that one is good either.
Why 1945?
That's the other credit card I had. That's when
What did you get a credit card that expired that long ago?
Well, I got it in 1939.
What do you mean? Luke, when were you born?
Somewhere after the turn of the new after Christ.
Got it. Nice and specific. Okay. Okay.
So
shall we go back to
go back to on the trail? Yeah.
I feel like that's the only thing we can actually do.
Well, we can try any of the other things as well, but I feel like we've picked our poison, and we are running detective background music, so we really should.
Yeah, I mean the music has told us what to do.
So race on the trail to force. I really just keep hammering these.
Yeah, let's go take the city pulse. Take those coin flips. Failed.
That's unfortunate. Contact information broker.
Yeah.
You tear a half-dozen pages from your notebook and slip them beneath a potted ficus on Hollow Street. Honey, then. By the evening you're concerned your payment was never received. You're disabused of that notion, however, when you bite down on a wax puck that has been secret in your supper. Breaking it open yields several feet of very illuminating ticker tape. Now I have 2 on the trail. City's Pulse, 52%.
I guess we take the city pulse.
Alright.
Failed!
70%.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's-
We might have enough for one single fucking part because we're running out of these so fast.
Luke, you've gained a nightmare.
That's great. I've lost 10 whispered hint. What? We had 20. We had 20. Now I have 0. We need 50 for a house.
Let's take the city's pulse. Hey, we succeed.
Alright, now I have 4. How much did we need? I think 4 is all we need.
We can close the case on the tattooed courier?
Ah, but we only have a 42% chance of success. So the chin-soaked actress is a courier on her own, a spider-footed urchin. She doesn't actually have spider feet, as far as you know. Still, you'll never keep up on rooftops, but a few trips should let you trace a route and crack the case. So you can keep taking an evening to connect the dots, and then this will probably be easier, but we'll need more on the trails. And our actions are running out fast. Can we record like one part? Can we do one part at a time? Because I did think technically this is a let's play that can run forever because there's 10 years of writing on this website.
Yeah.
But if we can only record like 20 to 40 minutes at a time because we run out of actions, then we'll be here until we're grey and old and have died of climate change.
I mean, I'm down for being here till we're grey, old, and dying of climate change.
Well,
but I guess we will. Like, what's the alternative, right? Just spend a bunch of money?
I guess, yeah, spend way too much money.
No, fuck that. We're gonna be grey and old and dying of climate change.
Alright, so should we...
we take an evening to connect the dots, right? Because we can't take a 40% chance.
Alright, let's connect the dots.
Your materials are string, pins, and a very patient sketch artist. Your wallpaper is riddled with tiny holes, but finally you can see the bigger picture. So we got on the trail, we now have 3 sudden insight.
Sudden insight offers your second chances on watchful checks. Ooh, that's really useful. You can use second chance to retry a failed check, but you must choose to spend them before attempting it. If you fail again on a shot, you lose the second chance either way.
Ooh, I do like that, because there's a bit of math involved.
Alright, so we need 2 more.
So hold on, it's a 50% chance to take the city's pulse, but we can use a sudden insight to make that.
Well, we only have 3. I'd rather use them on the closing of the case, a tattooed courier check, than take the city's pulse, which is not necessary, which is unimportant if we fail.
True.
But we do keep failing these coin flips.
Yep. Let's travel to the local establishments.
Alright, we succeed this one. We gotta... How many coin flips can one fail in a row? Well, not that many apparently.
Apparently 2.
So we got it.
2, it's
Alright,
guaranteed.
so we spend some insight to assure a second chance, and then we do it.
Well, this works out to a 66% chance of success.
Well,
for that?
Shadow, I just gotta ask you one question. Do you feel lucky? It's the most important question anyone's ever had. Alright, let's go.
I do feel lucky. Let's go.
You succeeded!
Yay!
Every time you lose the spider-footed urchin on the rooftops, you mark the spot where you lost her. When she passes again, you pick up her trail. It takes days, but eventually trace the urchin's path. She heads eastwards across the well-trodden rooftop of Spite, and further east still to the colored lights of Mrs. Plenty's most distracting carnival. Finally, the urchin heads for the tent of Madame Shoshana, the fortune-teller. What is going on here? To conclude the story, travel to Mrs. Plenty's carnival. Well, why don't we do that?